In this video, we're going to talk about how you can bring peace and comfort back into your home by letting go of a few things that no longer serve you. If you're over 70 and you've noticed your home feels a little heavier, not because of people, but because of stuff, this message is for you. Over the years, it's natural to collect things. Every drawer, shelf, and box tells a story. But sometimes, those stories start to pile up and take away the sense of calm we truly need at this stage in life. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 specific things that simply don't belong in a peaceful, happy home anymore. You'll learn what they are, why they matter, and how letting them go can help you feel lighter, both inside and out. And don't worry, we'll take it step by step together. Before we begin, I'd love to hear from you. Where are you watching from today? Just drop your state or city in the comments below. And while you're at it, tell me one thing in your home you've been meaning to let go of but haven't yet. Maybe it's a stack of papers, an old chair, or a closet full of clothes. I'd love to read your stories because what you share might inspire someone else who's ready to start their own journey toward a lighter, more peaceful home. Point 1: Outdated paperwork and forgotten files. Let's start with something small but powerful: old papers. Piles of bills, expired warranties, old medical forms, and tax documents from years ago often sit quietly in drawers, cabinets, or boxes. You may not even notice them anymore, but they take up more space in your mind than in your home. Many older adults keep these papers because they think, what if I need it someday? But the truth is, most of it never gets touched again. And every time you see that drawer or stack, it adds a little weight, a quiet reminder of something unfinished. If your goal is to make your home feel calm and easy to manage, this is one of the best places to begin. Set aside a calm afternoon and go through your papers one folder at a time. Keep only what truly matters, things like birth certificates, wills, insurance policies, and your most recent medical or tax records. Everything else can be shredded or recycled. Most financial experts say you rarely need to keep tax papers older than 7 years unless your accountant has advised otherwise. When you finish, put your important papers in one labeled folder or small box, somewhere easy to reach. The rest? Let it go with confidence. You'll feel a quiet sense of relief, knowing exactly where your important documents are and that you're no longer carrying years of unnecessary clutter. I once met a man in his 70s who finally cleared boxes of business files he'd kept for decades. He said afterward that he felt lighter, not just physically, but mentally. That's what happens when we release the old. So if your drawers are full of forgotten files, take a deep breath, grab a shredder, and make space for peace. You'll be surprised how freeing it feels. Point 2: Unused appliances and duplicates. Now, let's talk about something that hides in almost every kitchen: unused appliances and duplicate gadgets. Over the years, it's easy to collect things like an extra coffee maker, 2 or 3 toasters, an old blender, or that waffle iron you used once and never touched again. Maybe a family member gifted you something new, but the old one stayed, just in case. Before you know it, your counters are full, and your cabinets are too crowded to find what you really need. The truth is, these extra items quietly take away the joy of your kitchen. They make cleaning harder, cooking slower, and every meal feels like more work than it should be. At this stage in life, your home should work for you, not against you. You deserve clear counters, easy access to what you use, and space that feels open and calm. So, here's a simple way to begin: unplug every small appliance and take a look at what you actually use. Ask yourself, when was the last time I used this? Does it still work? Do I really need 2 of the same thing? If you haven't used it in the past year, it's probably time to let it go. Set aside anything broken or outdated, and donate working ones to someone who can use them. I remember a lovely woman in her 80s who had a cupboard filled with old blenders and food processors, all missing different parts. One Saturday, she and her daughter sorted them out, kept only what worked, and donated the rest. By the end of the day, her kitchen felt brighter and easier to move around in. You'll find the same feeling when you clear out your unused appliances. It's not just about making space, it's about giving yourself ease, comfort, and a little more breathing room every day. Point 3. Overflowing wardrobes and unworn clothing. Let's be honest, closets have a way of quietly collecting more than we realize. Over the years, it's easy to hang on to clothes that no longer fit, shoes that pinch, or outfits we haven't worn in a decade. Maybe they remind us of a special moment, or we keep them thinking, I might wear this again someday. But someday rarely comes, and all those clothes start to feel like clutter instead of comfort. A crowded closet doesn't just take up space, it can make you feel tired every time you open it. It's harder to find what you actually wear, and it can even make getting dressed feel like a small chore. The truth is, most of us wear the same comfortable favorites again and again. And that's okay. At this point in life, dressing should be easy, peaceful, and joyful, not overwhelming. Here's a gentle way to start: take everything out of your closet or dresser drawers. Choose the clothes you love and wear often, the ones that feel good, fit well, and make you smile. Then look at what's left. If something doesn't fit, hasn't been worn in the past year, or no longer suits your lifestyle, it's time to let it go. You don't have to throw away memories to do this. You can take a photo of a special outfit before donating it, or give a favorite scarf or hat to someone who will actually use it. I once knew a man named Frank who went through his wardrobe after retiring. He found 3 of the same sweater, pants that hadn't fit in years, and ties from an old job. When he donated most of them, he said it felt like breathing fresh air. That's the feeling decluttering brings: lightness and calm. When you open your closet, you should see choices that make you feel good, not guilty. Keep only what serves your life today, because you deserve simplicity, comfort, and ease. Point 4. Unnecessary furniture and bulky decor. Now let's move beyond the closets and talk about something that can quietly steal both space and comfort: too much furniture and oversized decorations. Over time, it's natural to collect extra chairs, tables, cabinets, or display pieces. Maybe they once fit a bigger family, or maybe they were passed down and felt too sentimental to part with. But what once filled your home with warmth can, over the years, start to make it feel crowded, heavy, and harder to move around in. As we age, our needs change. Wide, open spaces become more valuable than extra furniture. Clear walkways and easy movement mean safety, comfort, and peace of mind. So it might be time to look around your rooms and ask yourself a simple question: does this piece still serve me? If it's just collecting dust or taking up space, it might be time to let it go. Start small. Maybe you have a recliner no one uses anymore, a big cabinet full of random things, or a dining table that hasn't seen guests in years. Keeping these pieces doesn't make your home more welcoming, it often makes it harder to clean and easier to trip or bump into things. You deserve a home that feels open and easy to care for. I remember a woman named Susan who had filled her living room with furniture from her parents and grandparents. Every piece had meaning, but together, it made her space feel cramped. One day she decided to keep only her favorite chair and coffee table and gave the rest to her children and a local charity. She told me afterward that her living room felt like a breath of fresh air. Simplifying your home isn't about erasing memories, it's about choosing comfort over clutter. When you let go of unnecessary furniture and bulky decor, your home becomes safer, easier to maintain, and more peaceful to live in. That's what real comfort feels like. Point 5. Sentimental items without purpose. This last one is often the hardest: sentimental items. These are the things that touch the heart: old greeting cards, faded photos, souvenirs from trips, your children's artwork, or gifts from long ago. Every item holds a memory, and it can feel almost wrong to let them go. But when these keepsakes start filling boxes, closets, or even whole rooms, they stop being comforting and start becoming a quiet burden. Letting go of sentimental clutter doesn't mean you're letting go of love or memories. It simply means you're choosing to keep what truly warms your heart, not everything you've ever touched or been given. The truth is, your memories live inside you, not inside those boxes. You can still honor your past without being surrounded by it. Here's a gentle way to start: gather all those sentimental things in one place. Hold each one and ask yourself, does this still bring me joy or comfort today? If it does, keep it and give it a special spot where you can see it and enjoy it. If it doesn't, take a photo of it before letting it go. That way, you keep the memory without keeping the clutter. I knew an older gentleman named Howard who had kept dozens of boxes filled with his children's old papers, trophies, and letters. With his daughter's help, he sorted through them, kept a few favorites, and created a small, memory corner in his living room. Everything else he let go. Later, he said it felt like he'd lifted years off his shoulders. You can do the same. Keep a few treasures that make you smile, maybe a letter, a photo, or one special souvenir, and let the rest move on. You'll find peace in the space you free up and joy in knowing you've chosen what truly matters. Decluttering sentimental items isn't about loss, it's about love for your memories, your home, and yourself. Point 6. Expired medications and unused health products. There's one more area many of us forget to check: the medicine cabinet. Over the years, it's easy for bottles, pills, and health products to pile up quietly. Some are half-used, some expired, and others we no longer need but kept, just in case. You might even find old vitamins, pain relievers, or prescription medications from years ago tucked away in drawers or bathroom shelves. At first glance, it may not seem like much, but holding on to outdated or unnecessary medicines can create confusion and even potential health risks. Taking something expired or mixing old prescriptions by mistake can be harmful, especially when our daily routines include several medications. Keeping your medicine area clean and organized is not just about decluttering, it's about safety and peace of mind. Here's a good way to begin: gather every medicine, supplement, or ointment you own and check the expiration dates. Anything expired should be safely disposed of, not thrown in the trash or flushed. Most pharmacies, hospitals, or local police stations have medication drop-off programs for proper disposal. Next, look through what's left and keep only what you actually use, neatly arranged in a labeled container or basket. I remember a sweet couple, Henry and Linda, who spent one afternoon doing this together. They were shocked to find cough syrup that expired 10 years earlier and bandages that had lost their stick. When they finished, they felt proud, not only because their shelves looked neat, but because they knew exactly what was safe and current. Keeping your medicine cabinet simple and organized helps you stay independent and confident. It ensures you have what you need, when you need it, and it removes the worry of mistakes or clutter. A tidy medicine shelf is one more small way to take care of yourself and your peace of mind. Point 7. Forgotten food and expired pantry items. There's one more place where hidden clutter often lives: the pantry and refrigerator. You'd be surprised how much space old, forgotten food can take up. Over the years, we all tend to collect extra cans, boxes, sauces, and snacks, just in case. But as time goes by, many of those items expire or lose their freshness. Sometimes, they hide behind newer groceries, quietly taking up space and even attracting pests. Cleaning out your pantry isn't just about tidiness, it's about safety, health, and comfort. Expired foods can lose their nutrition, change in taste, or even make you sick. And an overstuffed pantry makes it hard to see what you actually have, which means you might end up buying the same things again and again. Keeping only what's fresh and useful makes cooking easier, faster, and far more enjoyable. Here's a simple way to start: take everything out and check the dates. Throw away anything expired, stale, or you'll never use. Then, group what's left by type: soups together, cereals together, canned goods in one area, snacks in another. This small bit of organization saves so much time later when you're making meals. I once knew a retired teacher named Elaine who spent a morning cleaning out her pantry. She found spices from 1998 and canned fruit from the early 2000s. When she was done, she had one clean, neat shelf of essentials she actually used. She said it made her kitchen feel like new again. Decluttering your pantry gives you more than space, it gives you peace of mind. You'll know exactly what's in your home, you'll waste less, and cooking will feel simpler and lighter. A fresh pantry means a fresh start every time you step into your kitchen. As we come to the end of this conversation, take a quiet look around your home. Every item you see, from papers and clothes to appliances and keepsakes, holds a small piece of your life story. But the question to ask now is simple: does it still serve you? Decluttering after 70 isn't about throwing away your memories or making your home look empty. It's about creating space for comfort, safety, and peace. Every drawer you clear, every old item you let go of, gives you back a little more ease, more room to move, to breathe, and to simply enjoy your day. Remember, this isn't a race. You don't need to do it all at once. Take one step, one corner, one category at a time. Celebrate small wins, that empty shelf, that tidy closet, that lightness you feel after donating something that's been sitting untouched for years. Your home should reflect the life you live now: peaceful mornings, cozy evenings, and a sense of calm in every room. By letting go of what no longer serves you, you make room for what truly matters: clarity, comfort, and joy. If this video has inspired you to begin, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, which part of your home are you going to start with? Your story might just encourage someone else to take that first brave step too. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need a little encouragement. Remember, you deserve a home that feels peaceful, light, and full of life.